Just chilled. Oh, dude, I'm not even kidding. I set a world record this weekend for steps.
For steps?
Yeah, I might least amount taken in a weekend. I might have taken 100.
For least amount. I thought you were talking about the amount of steps you took this
Didn't
weekend.
leave my house.
That's amazing.
I went from bed to couch, couch to bed, and literally nothing in between.
You had the house to yourself
Oh,
this
it was
weekend.
fucking
Yeah, I
awesome.
bet that was amazing.
It was great.
All right, what's up, everyone?
What up?
How we doing?
Good
It's
morning, good
me
morning.
and Mike today on In the Pit. The boys.
The boys.
No Johnny today. No, Nick is still on vacation. So we are just a few of us today, which is
Johnny
no
here?
big deal.
Is Johnny here?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
upstairs. He's just doing He's
doing
using
things.
Mondays to prep for TikTok stuff now. So he's off on Mondays,
Very
but
nice.
me and Mike are here. And in a few days, we'll get the normal crew back once everyone's back
Yeah.
from vacation. Big vacation week.
Big
We were
vacation.
talking about it upstairs. It's kind of crazy how Nick, Casey, and Sophie just happened to take the same,
Yeah.
same time off, left the same day and everything.
I know it's not. It's normally it's not like it's normal. You don't leave it what they leave
Like on a
Wednesday?
Thursday or
Yeah,
Wednesday,
yeah,
Thursday or
yeah.
something like that, and they come back on a Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah.
Yeah, it's super odd. But
But hey,
they'll be back soon, so we'll have everyone back in a few days. But for now, me and Mike, we're gonna
holding it down.
carry in the pit. What episode is this?
I want to say it's 374 or 5.
You know what? It's 374. We're just
Alright,
gonna roll
cool.
with it. On the
I
bloss.
think. Yeah. Ding 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like and subscribe. This isn't on YouTube. This is on Patreon. But hey, check us out on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Watch our videos. Check out our content. Check us out on all other platforms. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. You guys are listening on Patreon live right now. But if you listen to this in podcast form, when this is all done, get behind the paywall. Check us out on Patreon so you can catch us live every single day of the week. I know we're live on YouTube on Fridays, but if you want to see us live every single day at 8 o'clock, get behind the paywall, check out our Patreon. You can do just that. Videos for tonight, we have, this isn't updated, but hey, we got a video coming out tonight at 8 o'clock, so just keep your eye out for that. Put the notification bells on our YouTube channel, so when it does come out, you'll know exactly when, what it is, and you can watch it right away. So I know you want
need to know. Just put the notification thing on.
You know what? We just like surprising
Yeah.
people. We don't even know what we're putting out.
Nope.
It's a surprise for us too. So
We're gonna just only do surprise from now on. We're not gonna tell you guys anything.
I think that's a great idea. We should just film a bunch of videos, and it's up to John what he wants to put out. He just decides, you know what?
All right.
I'm gonna put this
Yep.
out today. And I don't know if you've heard the rumors, but apparently this week we're gonna be doing a parallel park competition.
I heard. I don't have my car, so I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna be participating.
I think we'll be using one car. I think we'll be borrowing.
Okay.
I think Johnny offered his car.
Okay.
So
Does he have
we'll-
a backup camera?
He does.
All right, thank God.
He does have a
It's the only
backup
way I can do
camera.
it.
So-
Huh?
oh.
Well, then what's the point of the backup camera? That's literally the only thing it's good for.
Wow.
Yes, you are, dude. I think since 2010, every car's has to have it. Well, what year was that?
Really? I didn't have one.
Okay.
Interesting.
2013.
When did
Okay.
you get? Wait, you got your
Oh,
permit?
wait, I got mine late. Never mind.
when
I
did
got
you
mine
get?
when
You
I
got
was
your
18.
license in 2013.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You were 16.
I was a permitless kind of guy.
Why does that sound?
Just never
so
really
weird?
felt like taking the driving test or doing driving school. Oh yeah, ex-girlfriend. Shout out there.
Gotta take advantage of them somehow. All right. Well, no.
Backup camera taped off. I'm opting out of this.
Yikes.
Well, I think in the manual, the backup camera literally says backup camera, and then that has the dot, and it says for parallel parking.
Bro,
And that's-
my old car, I had a 04 Chevy Monte Carlo for years. It was a beat up car. I just had it for college to take me
Yeah.
to classes, whatever, get me home and whatnot.
A to B.
As soon as I got my new car last year, which actually I think I've had it for about a year now, that backup camera, bro, saved
Oh,
and
yeah.
changed my life.
Oh yeah.
It is. I've always said, when I get a new car, the one thing I want is the backup camera.
Yeah.
Like that, out of all the things that I could have in my car, that's all I want.
Yep.
And when I got that shit, bro, I was like a little kid on his first day of school, like Christmas morning or something. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Because I'd always like my mom had it, and like whenever we'd like be in the car, she'd be using it. I'm just like, this is what I want. This is what I need, and I'd always be so jealous. And I finally got it, and it. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do that without that this week.
I was the same way. I had a little Ford Fusion car. I just kind of beat it to shit, and then I eventually got my Jeep, and I was like, I saw the backup camera, and I was like, I just want to keep it in reverse and just look at it.
Dude, when I'm at the gym, I like purposely, like not even like parallel parking, but just like backing up into spots. I don't really like doing that too much, but like when I get to the gym, open lot, I just do some spins and I back up and stuff like that. I just love doing it because they have the lines that measure.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
It's like they do it for you. It's amazing.
That being said, I have relied on it too much, and I backed into a guy once because I didn't look at my surroundings. I just looked in the backup camera. I was in the parking lot and I just backed into an old guy, and I was like, oh fuck, I think I just hit a guy. Like I hit something, and I looked down, and there was just a guy there, and I was like, oh fuck. And he just like got in his car, and I was like, are you okay? He was like, yeah, I'm good. Like no worries. I was like, holy shit, my bad.
Just took this guy. I was like, no, don't worry about it.
Thank God I caught him on a good day.
Dude, funny story. I said this to John earlier. I was like, I feel like it's going to take a little bit for us to actually get into topics because we just shoot this shit. I don't give a fuck. So
what happened this
was
anyway? Besides Juwan Howard hitting somebody.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, it's on there. So it was the first date I went out with my ex-girlfriend in college, and we went to this. There was like this like dog shelter place you can go and like play with the dogs and stuff.
Oh,
like
this was your first date?
This was my first date, Valentine's Day, pre-pandemic. It was unbelievable. Not with this girl anymore, thank God. Anyways, so we go into the parking lot. This is when I had my old Chevy, my old Monte Carlo. This thing was beaten up. It's gotten hit a few times, not because of me, whatever. Beat up a little bit. So we go into the parking lot, and I go and I park, right? Or so I thought I parked. Still kept it in drive. Took my foot off the brake.
Oh, man.
Went right into a white van
right
in front of me. And she's sitting in the car. She's sitting right there. And it hits it like a little bump. And I'm just like, and I just put it in reverse, back up a little bit. And I just like put my head down on the steering wheel. I just put my head down. And then I looked at her and I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. And I moved my car to another spot.
Yeah, just
like there was no one there. So I was like, I mean, listen, it's a white van that I'm sure the guy used for work or something like that. Just like a typical white van. And it looked like it was beat up anyway. What happened? No, I didn't hit anyone. That's fine. This was years ago. It was parked. No one got hurt.
So I did that the other day as well. I have that rental car. So in my actual car, if I go to like park or something, I like take my foot off the gas or something if I'm parking. I don't know. If I open the door and I forget to put it in park, like my car like it just like blinks and like stops.
Yeah, it'll freak out.
It parks itself.
But this one doesn't.
And this one doesn't. So I pull into the gas station the other day. And I get out of the car, and I put my car in park maybe 50% of the time I should. Mm-hmm. It's bad. So I just, like, open the door, and the car starts going. I'm like, oh, fuck, what do I do? It's about to go, like, into the wall of the gas station.
Oh, my God.
I got, like, my foot on the ground, like, trying to stop the car.
Oh, my God.
I got it in park, but, like, I like, hit the little trash can in front of me. I was like, oh, my God.
That could have been so much worse.
Oh, dude, nightmare.
That's literally, like, ever since that day, I get, like, I worry so much about that. I always have to, like, make sure I'm parked. Once I was at my friend's house, and I go to pick him up. Again, thought I put it in park. Well, no, I did put it in park, but I thought I put it in reverse, put it in drive by accident.
Oh, yeah,
I put my foot right on the gas, and it shot me up. And when I tell you, it was... I don't even think there was an inch separating between me and his sister's car, and his dad was standing there, and I'm like, oh my God! If I hit that car,
bad.
I probably would have just offed myself. To be honest with you, I would have been so upset with myself.
So yeah, stay tuned for our parallel parking.
Yeah, so parallel parking coming out at some point. Yeah, so spoiler, that's probably not going to go great.
Parking, with backup camera though, so full circle on that conversation.
So I got lucky when I did my driver's test. Obviously, parallel parking is one of the things you have to do. I took my test the day after a blizzard. Snow on the roads. Oh, no. They didn't make me parallel park.
Yeah, good for them.
So all I did was did a quick little loop, backed into a spot. That was it. Enjoy. All right, here's your license.
Driving test.
That was it.
I'm like, joke.
I don't like really parallel park though. Like I mean, like you live in the city.
Yeah, parallel park
like when you have to do something like that makes sense where you're living. I don't. The only time I can remember parallel parking was for my old internship because I had to park on the street, and
Yeah.
the only spot that was there was in between two cars, and I was like, all right, whatever. But like that was, honest to God, can count on one hand, and that's being very, very generous. Maybe 3 fingers. How many
Yeah.
times I parallel parked since I got my license? It's just not something you have to do often.
No.
It's not something you think you have to do as much as you actually really
Yeah.
don't do it. But
Yeah. Good skill to have, but
it's a good skill to have.
but like you know, it's just like
it's
whatever.
not you're not
It's
going to be
whatever.
using it every day
No.
unless you live somewhere like Boston
Yeah.
or wherever.
Which never live in Boston. It fucking blows.
I don't.
Anyway,
I've always wanted to, but I don't.
Oh
I
no
don't- I
no
don't
no
plan
no
on
no! You don't.
the city.
I'm telling you right now, you don't want to. Shithole of a city.
I appreciate the advice,
Yeah,
Mike.
don't do it.
I'm probably gonna listen to you.
Don't do it.
All right, let's talk about
Yeah, let's
some.
talk about
Let's
sport.
talk about some sports stuff that happened this weekend. We'll just get this one out of the way. We'll talk about the All-Star game.
Man, did I hear bad things about this
yeah,
weekend?
yeah. For good reason.
Yeah.
So you had the celebrity game on Friday. I don't know why they even do it. It is they need to have guys play that actually know how to play basketball. These
Yeah.
people don't know how. There's Quavo was playing, Jack Harlow was playing,
Yep.
Kane Brown, country
Yep.
singer. Those three.
He's ripped, by the way. Like
he's
he's
a
like,
great
huge.
shape. Great shape. He actually played like he was one of the better guys.
Oh,
out
really?
there. He was hitting shots. He had like a no look pass in the first half, which was nasty. They need to have guys that. Who? Myles Garrett played as well. He caught a body. He was
Yeah.
dunking. He had 2 dunks. He's jacked up.
But like, why is MGK out?
But
there?
like MGK was out there. You had like the mayor of Cleveland was playing and
Like,
stuff
what are
like
we
that.
doing?
It was just stupid. It was more just making fun of them than anything.
Yeah.
It was a shit show.
And the guy who won the MVP of the game isn't he like a bachelor person or?
Yeah,
what
there was a
he?
guy on The Bachelor. I don't know. I honestly don't know who won the MVP, but there was a guy on The Bachelor that won it. There was a guy actually that was in. He was a gold medalist in the Olympics. It was like, not like this past Olympics.
Oh,
I think it
so
was
like
like
this
no, it was like high jump or something.
Yeah.
And he had a putback. This guy was jumping through the roof. He had
Yeah.
a putback dunk. It was crazy.
Damn.
So that happened. They had the rookie, the Rising Stars game, which was okay, and then Saturday, they had the skills competition, which is a whole new format. It's like teams now. So stupid. 3-point competition was the highlight of the Saturday night. Karl Anthony Towns won.
Yeah.
I am so mad. When we were at the bar Friday night, Karl Anthony Towns had the worst odds by a mile, and I was like, I was like value. I was like,
Yeah.
that's the easy value pick. Kevin bet it. My other friend bet it, and he won.
Yeah.
He broke the record for most threes in a round.
Really?
Final round, 29 threes.
Holy shit.
It was pretty cool too because the NBA has this policy where you can't wear jewelry and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they allowed him to wear. His mother passed away last year, and he wore like her necklace or something,
Yeah.
and he just went off. So that was pretty cool to see. And then the dunk contest, probably the worst dunk contest ever. And I'm not even like exaggerating in the slightest. Like you ask anyone that's watched it, they'd probably say the same thing.
I don't even think I saw like any highlights.
Dude, there wasn't any highlights. It was you had a Juan Toscano from the Warriors, who I don't even know why he was there. Cole Anthony on the Magic, Obi Toppin, and then who was the last guy?
Something green.
Oh,
right?
Jalen Green, rookie. Jalen Green couldn't hit a dunk. Cole Anthony first dunk was in Tim's, and it took him 3 attempts to even get off the ground.
Or does he play for the Knicks?
He plays for Obi Toppin's on the Knicks. Cole Anthony's on the Magic.
Okay.
He was wearing Tim's. It was cool, the concept of it, but he couldn't dunk it, so like it was stupid. Obi Toppin, I say this now knowing that he won, but like he was the favorite. Yeah. He really was. And it was him and Toscano in the finals. And as soon as that other guy made the finals, I was like, this is a wrap. Toscano didn't even get a dunk off. He missed every dunk attempt that he had. So Obi Toppin was just given the win. It was. I even watched it fully. It was just on in the background. It was so fucking dumb. And then
It's a
last
shame.
night, they had the All-Star game, which actually was pretty... I didn't watch the full thing. I watched some of it, most of it.
It wasn't bad?
Steph Curry had 50 points, hit 16 threes.
Okay.
He was hitting... I'm going to pull up a video for you, Mike. He had like a 2-minute stretch where he just legitimately was not missing a shot, and he shot a 3 from half court and ran backwards. Here, let me start this over for you. Like, just starts running away, goes in, unbelievable. He
dude.
gets happy, and then That's just one. Hold on. This is the crazy stretch. They give him the ball here. Watch. Shoots that. Turns around. Runs away. Cash.
Dude, he's pretty ridiculous.
And then I think this was the last one to close that stretch. Just around two guys. Throws it up. Money. I mean, the guy, Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, and Reggie Miller are going nuts. He hit 16 threes. The record was 12.
Impressive.
The record was
God.
12. And I think he hit like seven in the second one or the second half or whatever it was. It was stupid. So he won the MVP pretty decisively. LeBron hit. I really like the format that they do it because it's the first 3 quarters are whichever team scores the most points, you win that quarter.
Yeah.
Then like if you win, it goes by. If you win the quarter, you donate money to charity and stuff like that. So if you win the quarter, $150,000 goes to your charity of choice.
Cool.
And then they reset the points every quarter. So like let's say it was 50-50 after the first quarter, it's 0-0. But that 50-50 will still be accounted later on because in the last quarter they have a set score. So let's say a team finishes the third quarter with 120 total points.
Okay.
You add 24 onto that because it's the Kobe Bryant Memorial thing. So it's the first team to 144.
Gotcha.
That's the target goal. And then if you're down, you have to like catch up, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. And I think it was a 1-point game going into the last quarter. And LeBron James hit a game-winning fadeaway for his team to win. Which was funny too because they were in Cleveland, and so people were booing Steph the whole time. They even booed him when he got the trophy, and people were like, "This is like the NBA final, like the 2016 finals all over." Steph Curry puts on a show, and then LeBron just spoils it at the end. He just gets the game and makes it about himself and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, the game was actually pretty good. So that was at least a highlight of the weekend. One thing they did too this weekend was they honored. So they did. This is the 75th. Year for the NBA 75th anniversary. So they did a whole NBA 75 thing. They did like 75 greatest players of all time. This was something they did at the beginning of the year, and they honored them this weekend. So there is 6, I believe, out of the 75 best players of all time, I believe 60 of them are still alive, and there were 50 something of them at the game this weekend. They honored them like by forwards, guards, whatever, which was cool. And Michael Jordan was at the Daytona yesterday, all day yesterday, and people were like, he went to that instead of going to the NBA All-Star thing, just didn't show up. Then this guy, fashionably late, comes through the tunnel, shows up like while they're doing all the introductions for the guards. He shows up and they introduce him at the end.
God.
He had a bigger ovation than anyone a bigger ovation than LeBron returning home to Cleveland. It was unbelievable.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. This guy was joking with everyone. Him and Magic Johnson were in the back. He goes, "I can still beat your ass today 1v1." He goes, "Those shoes you're wearing, let's play 1v1 for them." And I'm just like, this guy is still out of his mind.
He's such a sick bastard.
He is a sick bastard. He's got a sick addiction to gambling and competition, and I love it.
I saw like a thing on Twitter because they had that picture of like them playing cards in the locker room before.
Yeah.
And it was like the gif of some guy like running with bags. He was like when Michael Jordan sees them playing cards.
He hopped
me.
on his private jet as soon as he saw them playing cards. Yeah, the Team Durant was playing cards before the game. As soon as he saw that, he was heading that way. He ignored Charles Barkley, which was funny because Charles Barkley just kind of looked at him like, "Fuck you, buddy," kind of. And then there was a few other so Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce were there, and obviously Ray Allen was there as well. And they don't really have a great relationship. So it was lined up as Pierce, Garnett, LeBron, and then they introduced Ray Allen. And Ray Allen, you see, I'll pull up the a video for you, but Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, just the looks on their face because he dapped up LeBron James like right away.
Quick side note.
I'll go for it.
You might not believe this, but I had a parlay for some reason of I had Obi Toppin, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Steph Curry to win the MVP. And I was like, this isn't going to hit, and I just canceled the bet.
No, my.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Stupid. I was just sitting in my bed on Saturday or whatever, and like I had a parlay of Karl-Anthony Towns winning the 3-point, Obi Toppin winning the dunk contest, and Steph Curry to win the MVP. And I was like, this is just why I'm just about to throw away money. I'm not going to do it. So I was knowing Steph. Yeah, it was ridiculous. So I saw, and then I looked this morning and saw Steph Curry win, and I was like, "You kidding me? Like I'm the worst gambler in the world." Yeah, like
That's
yeah. It
awful.
was a kick in the dick for me today.
That is all right. So speaking of kicking the dick, so Ray Allen Dobson, KG is just
I love KG.
he
man.
doesn't give a shit, dude. Paul Pierce is just whatever, and Kevin Garnett was just
So that's really like they.
It's a
they're-
real. It's a
they
real
do
thing.
not like each other.
No, it is a definite real thing, my man.
Yeah.
I mean, even like they've said in the past, like even Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, they've met up, like they've taken pictures, and they're like, oh, we're cool and stuff. Kevin Garnett he posted like this picture on his story of all three of them together, and he was like, it's all love. But then you see something like that, so it makes you think like what's for social media and what isn't. Obviously, that's a real thing there. So I got you.
Thanks.
So yeah, that was pretty funny to see. There's still bad blood there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was the All-Star weekend. Mike, I am so sorry to hear about that.
It happens, yeah.
It happens, but that's tough. That's
It
a
happens.
heartbreaker. I've been going crazy on hockey, dude.
Oh yeah.
That guy that we talked about.
He's
Ilio,
unbelievable.
I'm gonna buy his sweatshirt.
Yeah,
Mr. Ice, I'm
Mr.
going
Ice.
to. I have no reason not to. This guy's made me so much money the last year.
Yeah, man.
I've told you this a little while ago. Like, I would put down. I'm not gonna put numbers out there,
Yeah.
but I was putting down a little bit. Now it's gone to the point where I'm just throwing down. Like, I
It's
know.
like I have full faith in this
Dude,
guy.
he's 11-1 in his last
I
12
know.
picks, and I probably bet like 10 of those.
Yeah.
He had a parlay yesterday. It was 4 money lines and an over, and that easily hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to start doing this now.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah. Keep an eye on it today too, because there's games all day since
Yeah,
President's Day.
President's Day. I did see that. Yep, I was looking at games last night.
Bees
actually.
are on at 1.
Because now
And they're gonna lose for sure.
they're not that great this year.
No,
are they?
they're
I
playing
mean,
the-
their record
They're
is
playing
like,
the Avs. So pass me the black one.
oh yeah,
They're playing the Avs, who are debatably the best team in the league.
really.
Yeah.
What team do you think is going to win the cup this year?
So
I see the Florida
it's Panthers or Avs. I think I'm never gonna discount the Lightning. The Lightning are back to playing unbelievable hockey.
Mm-hmm.
The Avalanche are so in their last 40 games, they're 36-4 or
Jeez,
something crazy
that's
like
wild.
that. Yeah, I don't know. It's
There's a few teams that. Can,
it's pretty open. It's pretty open.
Gotcha.
We'll see what happens, but yeah, the Bruins have no shot.
Yeah, I
unfortunately.
feel like their record is deceiving because they're 9-10 games over 500 right now. But I follow them on Twitter and social media, and I always feel like I see them losing a lot of games.
They went on that little streak in January where they only lost 1 game.
Yeah.
and, that kind of helped them. But their latter half of the year, coming down the stretch, is going to be really, really difficult because of COVID stuff that happened in the beginning of the year, and so everything in their schedule kind of got backloaded. So they have a shit
They have
ton,
a ton
of games, in a
left
small
in a
amount
small.
of time.
Yeah,
Yep.
gotcha.
Yep.
That's brutal.
It's gonna be tough.
Well, see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, back to top. We'll stick to LeBron really quick. So this has kind of been known for a little bit, but he said it himself. So he said that he plans on playing with his son in his final year. So whenever his son is a junior in high school right now, probably will get drafted in 2 years, and wherever he goes, LeBron's gonna go.
Yeah.
And he said, wherever Bronny's at, that's where I'll be. I would do whatever it takes to play with my son for 1 year. It's not about the money at that point.
Shouldn't be about the money anymore.
It should.
buddy.
Yeah, I
You have
mean,
more money than
he's
fucking
not.
God.
He has more money than God. You're right. I think this is insane for him to actually come out and say this too, because his son, he's not going to be the second coming. He's not.
Yeah,
As
he
good.
ain't that
He's
good, right?
just not. I mean, he's
Is he
he's
gonna
still
get drafted?
young. He'll get. He's a
Okay.
second. So he's a second round pick right now.
Okay.
That's where he's projected in his class. He still has 2 years left. He could easily, keep getting better and stuff.
Now, is he a true? I mean, no, second round pick, it's whatever. But is he actually a second round pick, or is he second round pick because his name?
No, I'd say he's a second
Okay.
round pick. No, he's got talent.
Okay.
He can definitely play. But because of this statement and because of his name, there is no shot that a team is not going to reach for him in the first round.
Yeah.
I was telling this to Kevin the other night.
That's probably why he said this too, because he
I
knows
was,
it.
yes, and I was telling this to Johnny upstairs. There is 100% going to be a team, and I just threw a Ram team. Let's say Memphis Grizzlies. That's borderline championship contender.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right there, and you just need something to take you over the top. Why wouldn't you just say fuck it? Let me take LeBron James's kid, even if he's only there for 1 year. You have 1 year of potentially winning a championship.
Yeah.
And it's like then you have Bronny for all that time. You can do whatever you want after that once LeBron's gone. But like
You're kind
Why-
of going all in 1 year, though.
you're going
Eh,
all in 1 year, but
championship,
like
though.
you just cut. What's going to cost you 1 pick? And honestly, like I understand like there's a lot of good prospects you can get and stuff, but like 1 year, like the name of the game is to win a championship. And if you
Yep.
if you give yourself, even if it's 1 year, you put yourself in the position to win a championship. If I was the Celtics, I mean, listen, it would be weird, but if I was, I wouldn't be mad if the Celtics did something like that. I really wouldn't. Gives you a chance to win.
I think LeBron James would just say no to Boston.
Could you imagine?
The only place he'd be like,
Yeah,
nah, I'm not going
it's
there.
like all right, any team but one. And
Yeah.
that's the Celtics. But yeah, so he made that known. So I think that's going to be a very. Right now, obviously, it's not anything to think of or to be concerned about. But in 2 years, it is going to be a fun story to watch. The Bronny James radar. Just
Yeah.
thinking where he's going to go.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right, too. Some teams just going to be like, fuck it.
Why? And one team in this article, it's talking about the OKC Thunder because they have like, the Thunder have 38 draft picks over the next 6 years.
Jesus.
19 first, 19 second round picks. So people are saying
6 years.
the Paul George trade, the
Jesus.
Russell Westbrook
Yeah.
trade got them a lot of stuff. Steven Adams got them a few picks.
Holy
Just
shit.
like swinging guy. They traded Kemba Walker for a first round pick. God knows how they did that. Oh, actually, no. The Celtics gave them a first round pick because they gave us Horford. We gave them Kemba in the first. And then they traded Kemba for another. I think they got 2 second. They just get picks left and right. They've been hoarding picks for years, which is, I mean, if you're rebuilding, it's a great strategy.
Yeah.
So people are saying OKC because they have a million picks, whatever. So that'll be fun to watch in a few years. But yeah, pretty crazy for him to say that.
Interesting.
Next topic, sticking with basketball, Mike. You mentioned this earlier. Juwan Howard started throwing haymakers in the handshake line after the end of the Wisconsin-Michigan game. So I didn't watch the game.
So it was end of the game. It was like 15, or 30 seconds left, and Wisconsin was up like 15. They're calling timeouts. They're pressing. They're not giving in. Up
Yep.
15. They could easily just run out the clock.
Right.
So they do all that. Juwan Howard's pissed. Goes to a handshake line and like just kind of puts this, there's a like a fist bump, high five, quick thing, nothing crazy. And the Wisconsin coach like grabs him, and that's when the beef starts. A whole thing breaks out, and then Juwan Howard threw a punch at like their assistant coach or something.
Let's put this video on really quick. All right, so
Yeah.
they get into it a little bit. Hands on each other, nothing crazy, a little finger pointing, nothing. Oh, pulls off the mask. It's getting a little heated.
Yeah.
Juwan Howard's pissed.
Yeah.
He's bullshit. Oh, and he's unfazed.
Yeah,
Just
unfazed.
took
Eats the
it.
punch.
And then the players get involved. We have a scrumming man.
So I mean, bad luck for Juwan Howard, but I'd be pissed too. I don't know. Probably should throw punches.
Yeah, that. All right, there's
luck.
one. I don't know if it's in here. The best part.
Oh, the suck it one.
Please show it. Oh, he was right there. Yeah, there was a highlight of that. Was the Wisconsin guy at the end doing the suck it?
So funny.
As they were leaving, I'm looking this up. It is. I was crying when I saw this.
Just
Yeah,
like-
we gotta suck it. Yeah.
I love it.
It's so quick. too.
Imagine if it's been the heat of the moment, all your brain just immediately just goes to, I gotta do it.
Oh man, funny. So then they had the interview after and everything like that, and he kind of explains himself. Why he did it. He was upset that they did all that. And
I wonder what's gonna happen.
so all right. So this is my thought behind all of this. I was like, this is something that makes me think he would get fired, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't think he should, but here's the reason why he would get fired. It's not because he started the fight, him and the coach went back and forth. It's because when he started that, then the players started getting involved. And
Yeah.
the players started throwing punches.
And you're the head coach.
You're supposed to
not
lead by example.
Yeah.
when you're the one sparking that, and then your players get involved, that's when that's a no-no.
You can't be the initial spark for
No,
it, you know, as
no.
a head coach.
It's a bad look. It's a bad look for him. It's a bad look for the team. It's just.
I wouldn't be shocked if he got fired.
I wouldn't know. It would not shock me. I do think he is at least going to get suspended.
Oh,
which
yeah,
I think
absolutely.
he should. I mean, regardless of whether you're pissed about him doing the timeouts, the press, whatever, you can't be throwing punches. It's just a bad look.
Especially as a head coach. Oof.
Yeah, but that one of the reasons why I don't think he's going to get fired too, because of his ties to Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, he was an athlete there. He was a big part of their program when
Yeah.
they were so great, the Fab Five, and he's just he's a well-respected guy. I mean, everyone loves Juwan Howard. This just happened to he lost. his
Yeah,
cool
the
here.
wires crossed for a second.
Yeah,
Happens.
It happens. So I'm wondering. I think he said he reached out to the coach after and like apologized and stuff, which is good. But interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
I would
at
not be
least a
surprised
suspension.
if he got fired.
Yeah.
But I think at least a suspension for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Next topic. Talking about our favorite quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, and his amazing family that we just so love and have no problems with.
Man, oh man.
So
oh, man.
apparently, there's this anonymous person that has been texting various reporters, spreading fake rumors about Patrick Mahomes' family, and it's been working because all of these official accounts, all these analysts,
this guy keeps tweeting everything.
has been tweeting all these things. So this guy, Rich Orenberger, I just call him Rich. He said, I've been told Patrick Mahomes had a sit-down following the season with his brother and fiance. Ultimately, it concluded with him asking them to not attend any games this upcoming season. Not surprisingly, Mahomes believes that Jackson and Brittany have become a distraction, and their sideline antics are bad for his brand. A lot can change over an offseason, but for now, that's the story as it was told to me. And he
Which
came
is
out...
obviously not true.
Not true. That story was debunked. He came out and said that he couldn't verify the information he had tweeted out. And honestly, if you can't verify it in the first place, why would you tweet it out? I know you're
Yeah.
trying to break a story, but like you look worse when the story is not true at all. And Pat Mahomes comes out tweeting saying, y'all just be making stuff up these days.
Yeah.
Like when he's coming out and saying this, like it's just not a good look for you, buddy.
That video of them on the sideline.
Oh,
at the
I was
Texas
going to bring
Tech-
that up.
that-
Yeah.
that-
She said, he
Patrick
said,
told me no more resting bitch face or
Yeah,
whatever,
and
and
she
she was
made-
like, "Oh God,
I-
do I not like her?"
I hate her so much.
Everyone was like, "We gotta free this man,
Dude, I saw this crazy conspiracy on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And this is
I'm all ears.
so out there.
I love it.
So out there. And I don't know how this guy even came up with this, whatever. So apparently, Patrick Mahomes, his dad, was a huge gambling addict.
Okay.
Massive gambling addict. You look, and like, he was involved with some bad people, like the mafia. Like, this
Okay.
guy owed a lot of money.
Didn't he play for the Mets?
Yes, he was a
Was
former
he
athlete. I don't
part
know
of that
the
80s
details.
team?
That would be funny if he was. I don't know, but that would be funny. But there's like these pictures of like them, like his father at these events, and this one guy is always there in the
Ooh,
background.
okay.
Like this like guy wearing a black suit, like a loan shark, like some
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
following
yeah.
around.
Like the mafia. Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, this guy was so deep involved, like in debt, just owed so much money that Brittany, his wife, his fiance, I should say, is the daughter of one of these mafia guys, and they not made him, but they planted her into his life and made her like marry into this family to take all the money that is owed.
Stop.
My mind was blown.
That had to
Mike.
happen. I mean,
But, like,
they've been dating since high school.
They've been together since high school, and like you did like the whole age thing and stuff like that, and figuring out how old this guy must have been and how old his daughter would have been, and like I guess it kind of matches up to this guy.
I'm all in on it.
Bro.
I'm down.
I was like, it's like one of those like so out there conspiracies that
That
it's
you
like
have-
no way this
you
could be
have to
true,
believe
but
it,
it's
bro.
like oh my god, could you imagine if it was true?
Oh,
So apparently
man.
his fiance is just with him because his dad owns the mafia a
Okay.
shit ton of money.
All right.
And
I'm
like
in.
all these deals and stuff like is going towards I don't know. It
I love
absolutely
it.
baffling.
I love it.
If you get time, Mike, look into it. It blew my mind when it was like this guy made a 3-minute long video on TikTok just going into detail, and I'm like, how the hell do you find that?
I
How the
love it.
hell do you come up with this stuff?
Where do these people have
I
time?
mean, yeah, no shit. But if he was faking it, I mean, damn, he did a really good job at it. But it's insane. But going back to this, the guy deleted the tweet saying
Yeah.
that I can't confirmed the information, blah, blah, deleted the tweet. And then this other guy came out. So apparently he was the fourth reporter. This guy, Matt Verderame, if I mispronounced his name, Matt, he said he is at least the fourth person, including myself, to have received this info from a bizarre text, incredibly weird behavior. So there's just a guy going around just texting all these analysts saying that, like...
Just causing chaos.
Just causing chaos. And these guys are believing it. Like, these guys are, like, tweeting it out and stuff.
I love it.
Yes, Kevin.
Sure. Come on.
Oh, is it the
DraftKings
Oh, yeah. I got
There's a certain DraftKings promo on right now for the odds for the NBA championship.
Okay.
And you can pick any team, and if you were to bet $25 on a team to win the championship, it has like this promo that every single game that they win from here to the championship, it's $1. So if you bet $50, it's $2 for every win that they get. If you put $100 down on a team to win the championship, every game that they win from now until the championship is $5.
They have to win the championship for you to get the money?
No.
Oh,
so
what?
every single game that they win, I'll win $5, and hope there's like 20 games left. So hopefully that racks up to like my $100 bet. Hopefully that I break even if anything for that, and then I'll still have the bet on it for the championship.
That's a crazy promo.
Crazy
So
promo.
who'd you do?
The Bucks.
Yeah.
100 to win 800.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
And then an extra $5 for any game that they win up until.
Unbelievable. That's a sick promo.
It's wild. They have such cool promos on DraftKings.
Massachusetts, like
For
figure
real.
it the fuck out.
real.
Holy
Losing money.
Shit.
That's why we go to the bars on Friday nights, because we're in Connecticut. And I just I go crazy. Dude, I mean, we made a good amount of money from the NBA stuff. The promos are unbelievable on DraftKings. It's insane. Same game parlays for like the NFL and stuff like that. There was one day I don't even think I told you this. It was the day of the Chiefs Bengals. I drove all the way to the McDonald's in Connecticut, Putnam, Connecticut. I drove 20 minutes to go to a McDonald's, sat in the drive-thru, got a chicken sandwich, and pulled over, put a few bets, and I drove right home.
1-800-GAMBLER for everyone.
Bro, listen, when you have the deals, bro, the promos, hey, it worked out. I hit it worked out for me because I cashed the one bet I took. But like Massachusetts, man, you gotta hop on this shit. You're missing out, absolutely missing out. All right, a few more topics left. This one's more of a video. So there was a NASCAR event, Daytona. It's the Xfinity Series race at the Daytona International Speedway.
Wasn't the Daytona 500?
It doesn't say. That's what I thought too. It doesn't say Daytona 500. I guess it's just the Xfinity.
Interesting.
Xfinity
I
Series.
assumed it was.
Yeah.
They kick off the year with the Daytona 500.
I thought same thing. But so this guy. Have you ever seen someone's name spelled like this before? First of all, Snyder spelled Miat Snyder Miat. So he got into a this is a picture, very serious crash. The video is horrifying.
Is this the one that they?
This happened on Saturday.
Did the car go up into the?
Yes, I'll show you the video right now.
Into,
I didn't see this.
Fence?
So they're going.
Is he the number 3 car?
He was up front. He was definitely up front. He's 8 right now, but they're going. One of them is getting
Yeah.
airborne, bro. Oof. That's terrifying.
Is he fine?
Yeah, he got out. Well, they'll show it right now. He just gets right out. I don't think he had any serious injuries, at least. And that was the last lap. That was it. He just missed out on finishing.
Really?
Yeah, no, yeah, he got out of the car. He was walking away and everything.
Thank God, that's fucking terrifying.
But like, it's like absolutely terrifying for him. But like, like being a driver and stuff like that, and like it gets all smoky and stuff, and you can't see anything. You're going that fast, dude.
Yeah, it must have been going like a buck.
That's
50 right there.
That's
nuts.
dangerous. Like being right behind him, like.
Oh, Jesus Christ! He's lucky to be.
Yeah, he really is lucky. Like the fact that he didn't get a serious injury, like if anything, Like that's a blessing. So that happened. That's where Michael Jordan was. That's where Jordan was yesterday before the All-Star game.
Of course he
Oh no, this was oh no. There were two events.
Dude, I think the Daytona
So
500
they
was on
so that
Sunday.
was yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so there were two
I was gonna
races
say,
this
there had
weekend. This one was on Saturday, and there was one yesterday. I think,
Right.
all right, sure, that's what it was then. Maybe that was just like
That makes sense.
the pre
Yeah, they
Daytona
do-
race,
yeah.
whatever.
They do like 2 to kick off the year.
Okay, I don't know anything about NASCAR, so that makes sense. All right, so Michael Jordan was at the 500 yesterday. That
Yep.
we can confirm that. All right, next topic. Johnny threw this in. I didn't hear.
Is this
about
the frozen penis one?
Oh my God. A Finnish skier suffers frozen penis during an event at the Beijing Olympics.
You know, this is the second time he's froze his dick. Right?
No.
This is the second time.
Second time? Like this year? Like this
I don't know.
Olympics?
I don't
or,
know.
all right,
I
we'll
was
just
reading
go
it the
second
other
time
day.
he's done it.
Yep, second time he's froze his dick.
So this guy, he is a Remy Lindholm. I'm just going to say Remy. He's 24 of Finland. He needed a heat pack to thaw out his penis. He was
Sounds horrible.
men's cross-country skiing race, suffered damage to his equipment on Saturday, but just not what you might expect.
His equipment.
This is a great article.
parts.
He spent over an hour traversing the shortened men's 550-kilometer mass start free race in brutal temperatures and howling winds, causing his penis to become frozen. He says, "You can guess which body part was a little bit frozen when I finished. It was one of the worst competitions I've been in. It was just about battling through."
Bro,
Battling through.
I understand, like, get your gold medal, like, do whatever you can, but, like, probably the one thing you don't want to do is freeze your dick off.
Dude,
Like, literally.
the organizers had been worried about frostbite, and let me tell you, they had good reason to worry.
God damn,
He had to
dude.
put a heat pack to thaw his downstairs appendage. When the body part started to warm up after the finish, the pain was unbearable. Yeah, that's the thing too, dude. It's like if you're like outside for a long time, like you know how then you get into like a warm place, your face starts to feel like super warm.
Yeah.
Like it literally
It
feels like you're
itches a
thawing
little
out.
bit.
Like it's like tingly
hurts.
kind of.
Yeah.
It hurts. That to your dick, bro.
That sounds horrible.
Especially if obviously it wasn't just like it was super cold. Like if you had to put a heat, like I mean that was frozen, dude. He placed and he only placed 28th.
Oh, my God.
It was for nothing.
That's
It was
literally
for
for
nothing. He finished with a time of just under an hour and 16 minutes, 4 minutes slower than the guy who won gold. He noted it was his second time his penis became frozen during a cross-country skiing race. It happened. A similar incident happened in Finland last year, he said. So this was the second time in 2 years that this has happened. I can't imagine, dude. He was saying how he just had to power through and keep going.
Nope.
I
Not
don't
powering
even
through
know what
that.
I would think. I don't think I'd want to even go through with that,
No.
to be honest with you.
Nope.
I'm not losing
Finish
my
28th?
to finish 20. It's not like
is that for?
like
You
if
don't
you
get
have
anything for
confidence,
that.
you're like, all right, I'm gonna get a gold, I'm gonna get a medal, I'm gonna finish for sure. Like, all right, whatever. But like, you finished 4 minutes slower than the guy that came in first. Even if like you knew the guy finished, I'd be like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting that off, and I'm just going wherever I have to go to get this thing taken care of.
It's brutal.
That hurts even. Oh my God, I don't even. It had to have been fucking freezing over there too, bro. What the fuck? What do they have these guys going through?
Talk a little golf quick.
Oh yeah, go for
Genesis Invitational happened this weekend.
it. Mm-hmm.
It's the one that Tiger Woods puts on every year.
At the Riviera in outside of L.A.
Yep.
Joaquin Neiman won. He was the leader start to finish, which is pretty cool to see.
Where was it?
What?
Where was it?
The Riviera. It's like it's Pacific Palisades in California. It's like right outside L.A.
Gotcha.
It was actually where Tiger got his first PGA start.
Oh wow.
Pretty cool. Yeah, Joaquin Neiman won, 23-year-old from Chile. Start to finish won. It was pretty dominant. But at the end, this kid Chris Young, Cameron Young. It was the 16th hole, and he eagled out
Mm-hmm.
to get within one. And it was just kind of electric at the end because he's 24. He's just out of college. He was his amateur. I think it was his first start or something.
Oh wow.
So it was a good tournament.
Two young guys
Yep,
going
two
at
young
it.
guys. Morikawa made a push at the end. Justin Thomas was up there. Victor Hovland. It's all these young guys in golf now. It's cool to see.
Some fresh faces.
Everyone's they're all just so dialed in. They're nasty. They make it look so easy. this course is so difficult. They were saying like the greens were like putting on parking lots, but these guys, I mean, the winning score is 19 under par. Like it's ridiculous. These guys are just so damn good. But it was a great tournament to watch.
When's the next major tournament?
The
Masters is in April. Yeah.
The Players, which is the one with the island green
Okay.
that Justin Thomas won last year, is March 10th. I want to say.
Okay.
So that's the next kind of big one, around the corner.
All right. Yeah, I saw you posted on Instagram or something like
Yeah.
that. You
Oh,
got,
I
you got
cried.
yourself a sandwich.
Sandwich, beer, and golf this weekend.
Sat
Great.
yourself
Oh,
down,
fucking
watched some
awesome.
golf. That sounds like a great weekend.
It was
That sounds
wonderful.
like an amazing weekend.
It's wonderful. And Dustin Johnson finally came out and said he's not going to the Saudi tour. He's committed to the PGA tour. Bryson DeChambeau came out with a statement that really didn't say much. That guy's a fucking weirdo anyway. I don't care about him.
It's him and who's the other guy that don't like each other or they mess around?
Brooks Koepka.
Brooks, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what his name is. All right.
Yep.
Well, on to the next tournament. Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Let me know if what we got. No, we aren't. We shouldn't be. We're on the YouTube thing because that goes through Patreon, but I'll double check. I don't think we are though. Oh, we are.
Yeah, I guess they're going live to everyone.
Oh, what's up, everyone? All right. Well, they didn't fix that.
What do y'all think of the Steelers? Not sure.
That's so fucking funny.
Love the wrestling content. Chris Garcia, love the wrestling content.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh yeah, I have the comments pulled up now since we're on YouTube, so we got. I'll let them know that. All right. Well, lucky for you guys, you got an extra day of live on YouTube.
Whatever. Nice little treat for.
Yeah.
Hey, it kind of makes sense.
Happy
President's
Monday.
Day.
President's Day.
More people can
Yeah.
watch. Yeah.
We
did it on purpose.
We did this on purpose, guys. Happy President's Day. What do you think about the Steelers? I don't know. They got to figure it. They got to get a quarterback first for you to answer that question. They read the comments? Now we are. Love from UK. Hey, shout out to you, Gino.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Big Mike, what do you think about the Bruins win on Saturday?
I don't know. They won. Who they play? Is that Zach asking that?
Yes, it's always Zach. There's always
Who the
Zach.
fuck did they play on Saturday?
Islanders?
I can't keep.
I thought they played.
I can't keep up with all this hockey. I gamble on way too much hockey. No, the Senators. They won an OT. Yeah, the Senators
Senators.
stink. They're gonna lose today, Zach. Sorry.
Hey Dante, what is your thoughts on the Elimination Chamber? All right, so there was a wrestling event on Saturday. It was in Saudi Arabia, so it was on at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They do these like 2 events in Saudi Arabia every year. Vince McMahon gets like, I think he signed like a $10 million deal with them or something. It's all about the money.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they had an event there on Saturday. Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship. So he's setting up him and Roman Reigns are doing a title for title match at WrestleMania, which actually is going to be fucking sick. Thoughts on it? It was as predictable. I mean, I think me and John did a predictions video, and I'm pretty sure I got every prediction right.
Really?
It was just, it's one of those like events that like it's just like it's a filler going
Yeah.
into like the WrestleMania's their major event, and it's just like just filling in some storylines. You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was all right. All right, let's see. How about Curry's performance? Yeah, Curry was bonkers last night. More wrestling. When do you think Cody Rhodes will return? Either before WrestleMania, either like tonight to set up a WrestleMania storyline, or night after WrestleMania. That's what I would. That's my.
When is WrestleMania?
I believe it's it's usually last weekend of March or first weekend of April.
Cool.
So they used to do it one night on Sundays, and it used to be like 6 hours long. But now
Yeah.
they do it Saturday and Sunday, so
really?
it's a 2-parter, which is nice because I prefer
don't have to
pay-per-views
commit
on Saturday. I have to commit to staying up late
Yeah.
on Sundays.
You have to commit to 6 hours of wrestling.
Yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, that's when that is, and we'll probably go live on YouTube for that, me and John at least. So we'll see. We'll keep your eyes up for that. And there was one thing too I want to mention. So the Elimination Chamber match, it's kind of like this big steel thing, and there's like 4 pods that you go into. So 2 people start, and then every like
Yeah.
few minutes someone else comes in.
Yep.
So Brock,
Used to
so
crush that on the SmackDown versus
Oh,
Raw. video
unbelievable.
game.
One of the best matches.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun. So Brock Lesnar was in this match. And the main guy, Bobby Lashley, who was the champ, apparently he had a shoulder injury going into it. So they did this whole spot where they broke the glass. Someone went through it, and they made it seem like he hit his head, so he got a concussion. He got
Yeah.
taken out of the match because he couldn't compete.
Right.
Whatever. So guaranteed new champion, and Brock Lesnar was supposed to be the last guy to come out. So they do this thing where it's like when they go, the next person comes, they shine the light on it,
Yeah.
and the light shines on the pod that Bobby Lashley guy was in, but he wasn't in it. So they're like, okay, what do we do now? Like, Brock Lesnar's got to wait. This was not planned. I read this online, not planned whatsoever. Brock Lesnar kicks down this glass panel
Yeah.
by himself and knocks it over and then just goes into the match. He was like, he's like, I'm not waiting, and he kicks it down, and like everyone online was like, not planned, not a
Yeah.
part of anything.
I love
It was like I watched it. I'm like, that seemed pretty easy. But
Yeah.
like no one helped him. He just did that himself.
He's just a mammoth
He
of a man.
is a fucking big boy, dude.
Yeah.
Big boy. He's hilarious. He was on the Pat McAfee show
Yeah.
last week. He is so funny.
Really?
He is a guy that I would love. Like, I'm very intimidated by him, but like having a beer with him or something,
yeah.
bro. He seems like such a fun guy. He seems like such a fun time. So yeah, that's the wrestling recap for the weekend. Yeah, we got John or someone on the YouTube comments saying, here's a free Patreon preview. Yeah, so if you guys want to see this every day, get on Patreon. This is your free pass, free preview here. We got people.
We did this on purpose. It's President's Day. Everyone's off from work. You're welcome.
Come on, guys. And then, yeah, all right, that's all we got for now. And then we have one last topic. And if you guys have any more questions, throw them in there. We'll answer them
Yeah, we
before
got
the
plenty of
show's
time.
over. We got time. Man arrested on felony vandalism charge after driving on field at Padres Petco Park. I didn't hear
yeah,
about this. I
dude.
didn't see it.
I saw the video.
So a man's in custody after he took a joyride on the Petco Park field in San Diego. The park was in the process of being converted back into a baseball field from a previous event. The man was arrested on felony. So this is the guy just doing donuts, driving around.
When I played in Worcester for summer ball, one of my friends did this at Holy Cross's field.
And how that?
Didn't end up well.
No,
Oh,
no.
I think he got kicked out of the league.
That's tough. Yeah.
Very funny though.
Oh, I'm sure it was
Oh,
hilarious.
it was hilarious.
When I in high school, it was so we had like my high school, Marianapolis, there was like it's a boarding school, so like kids lived there, and
Yeah.
like, teachers lived there and stuff. And it was like I think it was the night before I moved into college, actually, my freshman year. So we were just visiting a few people. One of the teachers lived there, and like a bunch, like Kevin was there. A few of us got together, and we're leaving. It's nighttime, and me and my friend, he started. I was behind him. It wasn't my idea. He just starts driving through the soccer field.
Oh,
And I'm
jeez.
like, all right, I don't go
Oh,
here
yeah.
anymore. I'll follow you. And we just fucking tore up the soccer field.
Oh,
I
Jesus
felt bad,
Christ.
but like,
Did you get caught?
no, not
Oh,
at
well, you
all.
just-
Well, hey, sorry guys, that was 6 years ago. So I have
Statute of
paid for
limitations.
the damages. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah, it can be funny, but it can also be I mean, that guy. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know how you think you're gonna get away from that. Like get not in trouble for that at all.
Yeah. Brand new.
People were there.
Brand new Ford Bronco.
People were there. All right, what else do we got for comments?
Drop some more comments.
Yeah, drop some
we're
comments
on
really
fucking
quick.
YouTube today,
Yeah.
people. You're
Uh,
welcome.
There was one other report. Now I'm thinking about it right now. Well, actually, one other thing in the NBA that happened: Chris Paul fractured his thumb
Ooh.
a few games ago, and he still played in the All-Star game last night. He had it wrapped
Probably
up
not
and
smart.
everything. He's before the game they announced he's out 6 to 8 weeks. There's 7 weeks left in the NBA in the regular season. The Suns are record-wise the best team in the NBA.
Why would he play in the game?
I think it was for like he was part of the NBA 75 ceremony for guards and stuff like that. So I think he did it just for like because the game meant something. It's a Kobe Bryant tribute thing now. So like I guess he just did it. But I agree. I think it's kind of stupid. I mean, you're the best team in the NBA. I get it. It's the All-Star game. It's this, they had this special honor thing going on. The goal is to win a championship at the end of the day. So I don't know how that was received by the Suns organization, but he'll be out for the rest of the regular season, which is a blow. They have the best. I think they're 40-11 or something like that. I think you said it last week that like in the last. Maybe I told you this. Since the bubble, they're like 110 and 30 or
Yeah,
so.
that's
Something
crazy.
crazy like that. 130, whatever. And they have the clutch record. It's based off of games decided by like 5 points or less. Like with 5 minutes left, the scores in 5 points. They are like 28 and 3. They're
wild.
Chris Paul and Devin Booker have the two best clutch stats in the NBA. I think, or maybe DeMar DeRozan is up there, but two of the best clutch players in the NBA. That's what championship teams do. They are able to close out games and win the ones that are close and mean something. So this is gonna be a tough blow for them. Chris Paul is one of the best guards in the league.
Back to
Still,
the playoffs though.
he'll be back he'll be definitely back for the playoffs. But the one thing too that's unfortunate is he had the same injury a few years ago, same thumb and everything. So it's kind of like a repeat injury.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not something that affects him too much. But we'll see. Hopefully he comes back soon. And then with the Lakers, so Rob Pelinka, he is the general manager of the team. Clutch Sports, which is ran by LeBron James's agent, Rich Paul, his best friend and everything like that. They have a ton of agents throughout the NBA. Like he's the agent for a ton of athletes and stuff. They are bullshit at Rob Pelinka because they didn't trade Russell Westbrook at the deadline because they would have been able to trade Westbrook and a first-round pick for John Wall on the Rockets, who hasn't played all year because the Rockets don't want to play him. They want to play young, and not that he's hurt or anything. He's fine. They just don't want to play him. Could have pulled that trade, and they
Wait,
didn't
John Wall legit hasn't played? Like not a minute? Why?
because they don't want to. Because they want us to go young. They want to like rebuild.
So
they
we're
want
just
to.
saying don't play the year?
They're telling
What?
him not. He wants to play. Like he went to them saying like I will like take a smaller role. I'll come off the bench, and they're like no. So they're paying him $40 million to not play.
How does that make any sense?
They can do that. It's just a matter of whether or not they want to pay him or not. But and he has one more year left too. So if
Right.
they don't trade him, and honestly, like this was one of the only trades that makes sense because he's making so much money, and that Westbrook is one of the only players that they can match the contract with.
Yeah.
That was one of their only chances of doing it. The Lakers didn't want to do it. I think the Rockets would have 100% done it because they would have gotten a pick out of it. But
Just send him right back to the Rockets.
they were pissed. Yeah, and I think there was a report saying that if he did get traded to the Rockets, he would have gotten bought out, and then some other team would have signed him for a cheap deal, which would have been bonkers. But that didn't happen. But John Wall is Rich Paul's client. He is a part of Clutch Sports, and that's why they were bullshit. They're like, you had a chance of getting rid of this bum,
Yeah.
and I understand he's a professional athlete. I will never be able to do what Russell Westbrook does. But, like, he's
In
not
terms of
good.
professional
In
athletes.
terms of professional athletes, he's not good anymore.
Yeah.
He's just not. At least in the situation that he's in, he's not. And he had a chance of just getting rid of him for a guy that, is he much better? I don't know. But, like, it's a fresh scenery. It's a
Yeah.
reset, kind of.
Yeah.
You got a new guy in there, fresh face. And it's like, you go from there.
Yeah.
They didn't do it. They're pissed at him. But, like, I don't know. I have an issue with stuff like that because he doesn't run the team. That's not Rich Paul's fucking team.
No.
It's your client. Just because you want your client on the same team as your best friend, that's ridiculous. Keep your mouth shut at something like that.
Yep.
And Rich Paul is so notoriously known for, like, making things public like that or, like,
Yeah.
leaking things
Okay.
to make other people look bad.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of him and the way he handles certain things. But yeah, that's what came out, which is, I do think the Lakers should have done it. I agree with him in the sense that they should have done it, but I don't agree that I don't think it's right for him to just like throw him under the bus.
Right.
Like that's not your call. You're not the running the team. So
Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, it adds
That-
up for
it-
the NBA super agent, though.
it's just
You
the
know?
NBA, just people thinking that they can do what they want, say what they want. It's a
Yeah.
superstar-driven league. I mean, do you guys have any more comments? Throw them in real quick, because I think we'll call this in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else, Mike? Anything
I don't
else
think
happen?
so.
You have?
What else happened this weekend?
I'm trying to think.
I only watched the golf, so I don't really think there were first Sunday without football. That stunk.
Yeah, that's true.
That stunk.
We're not going to be hearing Sky Hansen's beautiful voice for a
No.
few months.
No.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in my dynasty league right now. I'm in a tough spot.
You have Brady.
Yeah, I have Brady, Ryan Tannehill, and the backup in Tampa, the Kyle Trask or something like that.
Kid from Florida.
But here's the thing, dude. Let me just read off my team really quick. You guys want to hear my dynasty team? Listen to this team. Besides my quarterbacks, I just listed that. Don't let those two guys overtake what the rest of my team is. Just because I got those two guys doesn't mean my team's bad. Let me tell you. All right, here we go. Come on, Sleeper. Sleeper is one of my favorite fantasy football apps, too. This app is unbelievable.
What is it?
It's called Sleeper. It's just kind of like, it's a different format, but you have, wait, when's the draft? 117 days, okay. But like, it's like so much better for like news and stuff, like updating like players, like things going on. Like, it's just a really good analytics app. Anyways, starting quarterback, obviously Brady gone. Starting running back, not looking too great right now. Alvin Kamara. We'll see what happens with him. But I got Alvin Kamara, James Robinson, Rashad Penny, James Conner, A.J. Dillon, Elijah Mitchell, Khalil Herbert as my running backs. And then at wide receiver, I have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Cordero Patterson, Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, Elijah Moore, and then I have Darren Waller as my tight end and his backup.
Pretty good team.
I came in third place. The first 3 weeks of the league, I didn't really pay attention because I didn't think my team was that good. I had Cordero Patterson on the bench for the first 3 weeks, and I would have went 3-0 the first 3 weeks, so I had started him. So I started off slow, and then James Robinson tore his Achilles in the playoffs, first quarter. Elijah Mitchell, he was out, and Elijah Moore got COVID, so my team kind of fell apart at the end. But yeah, looking forward to trying to trade for a quarterback somewhere along those lines.
You got capital for him.
I got capital. I definitely can get rid of some of those guys, some of those young guys. But all right. I think that's all we got, Mike.
Yeah,
I think that's all right, Mike. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching on YouTube today. We will not be on YouTube tomorrow. You're welcome. Guys, me and Mike pulled this off, you guys. When me and Mike are on, we do this for the fans. We want everyone to see us
It's
today.
only for the people.
I mean, I don't know when it's just gonna be me and you again. So we had to make this public for everyone. You know what I mean? This is a special event. Happy President's Day,
We never
everyone.
did anything for you guys.
Exactly. What Mike said. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out all of our other content on this channel. Put on the notification bell so you get our videos as soon as they drop. Tonight at 8 p.m. we have something dropping. I don't know what it is, and it'll be a surprise for all of us. Check us out on all of our other platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Patreon. Get behind the paywall so you can see this every single day. 4 days of the week. Friday, we're live on YouTube consistently. So get behind the paywall. You'll be able to watch us every single day. And, yeah, I think that's all we got.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.